Good evening and welcome to Pakistan Today News from our London studio. I'm Chris Taylor. Prime Minister Shehbaz Sharif has announced a major reduction in petrol prices, cutting the levy by 80 rupees per litre. Following this move, petrol will now be available at 378 rupees per litre, effective from midnight across the country. The decision comes after a sharp surge in fuel costs driven by rising global oil prices amid ongoing tensions in the Middle East. The government says the revised price will remain unchanged for at least 1 month, aiming to provide relief to citizens already burdened by inflation. In a related development, the Prime Minister has also announced extended austerity measures. Federal cabinet members will forgo their salaries for 6 months as part of efforts to manage the country's economic challenges. Officials say the government has already spent 129 billion rupees to cushion the impact of rising fuel prices on the public. Authorities have reiterated their commitment to continue relief efforts as Pakistan navigates a difficult economic period. Meanwhile, in another relief measure, the government has withdrawn a planned increase in toll taxes on national highways and motorways. Acting on the directives of the Prime Minister, authorities have rescinded a scheduled quarterly hike and frozen toll adjustments for the current fiscal year. Federal Minister for Communications Abdul Aleem Khan stated that the move is intended to ease the financial burden on commuters and transporters facing high fuel costs. Officials confirmed that no toll increase will be implemented during the 2025-26 fiscal year. For more on the economic situation, we now go to our Islamabad correspondent, Sarah William.
Thank you, Chris. The government's recent measures come at a critical time as Pakistan faces mounting economic pressure from global fuel price volatility and regional tensions. Officials here in Islamabad say the combined steps, fuel price reduction, austerity measures, and toll relief are designed to stabilize the economy and support struggling households. However, analysts caution that these are short-term solutions and deeper structural reforms may be required. There is also growing concern about how long such relief can be sustained given ongoing fiscal challenges. Back to you, Chris.
Thank you, Sarah, for that update. In political developments, Pakistan Tehreek-e-Insaf has announced plans to convene an all-parties conference to address the recent surge in fuel prices. PTI Chairman Barrister Gohar criticized the government, stating that the increase surpasses fuel costs in countries like Nigeria and Vietnam. Party leaders argue that current policies have placed a heavy burden on citizens and have called for a unified opposition response. The conference aims to bring together political stakeholders to propose solutions to rising petroleum costs. Turning to economic matters, Pakistan is set to repay $3.5 billion owed to the United Arab Emirates this month. Officials say the repayment is part of a broader agreement with Abu Dhabi aimed at stabilizing foreign reserves and boosting investor confidence. Finance Ministry sources indicate that the payment will be managed through external inflows and reserve adjustments. The move is seen as a step toward reducing external debt obligations ahead of upcoming budget discussions, even as the country faces inflationary pressures. On the inflation front, weekly inflation has recorded a sharp increase of 1.01%, pushing the annual rate to 9.12%, according to the Pakistan Bureau of Statistics. The rise is largely attributed to the recent spike in petrol prices, which has driven up the cost of essential commodities such as LPG, eggs, chicken, and milk. However, some relief was seen in the prices of tomatoes, garlic, and potatoes. Economists warn that continued fuel price volatility could further strain household budgets in the coming weeks. Finally, a powerful 5.8 magnitude earthquake struck the Hindu Kush region, leaving at least 6 people dead after a house collapsed in Kabul's Bagrami district. 1 person remains missing, according to Afghan authorities. The quake, which occurred at a depth of nearly 190 kilometers, was felt across Afghanistan and parts of Pakistan, including Islamabad, Khyber Pakhtunkhwa, and Gilgit-Baltistan. Tremors were also reported in Indian-administered Kashmir. Authorities in both countries are monitoring the situation closely and coordinating rescue and safety efforts. That's all for now. You're watching Pakistan Today News. I'm Chris Taylor.